Solving inequalities by multiplying and dividing. This one gets a little wonky. Let's go. All right, so when you multiply or divide an inequality by the same positive number, the equality remains true. This is the same concept as do unto one side of the equal sign as the other, like we've already said. So if I multiply both sides or divide by both sides, it stays the same. So I can multiply both sides by 4, I can divide both sides by 3, and those are equivalent equations. Where it gets a little weird, so I can multiply and divide. So here's where it gets a little weird, and the big key here is by the same positive number. That's our key to this one. So when it goes the opposite way, when multiplying or dividing by a negative, of course I changed the color and now it's not going to like it, a negative number, you must reverse the inequality symbol. So what that looks like is when I divide by a negative number, these in the middle switch. So when you divide by a negative or multiply by a negative, so if this was, 10, if I multiplied by negative 5, I'd end up with, we'd still have to flip the sign. So it's multiplying or dividing by a negative number. That's not going to come into play for a while, so let's just keep going. All right, so try this and check your solution. Oh, I know, I don't want to write anything else down. It's more work. You'll get it right if you check it. All right, so first you write the inequality. You divide both sides by 9 because this is technically multiplied here. And that comes out to x is less than or equal to 6. Now, to check my solution, I'm going to take a number a little bit greater than. So I can't exactly you can check the solution by substituting 6 or a number less than 6 into the inequality. So that's the key difference. And also, if it's less than, if there's no equal sign there, you can't use 6. You've got to find a smaller number. And it's put it back into the original equation. Don't put it into this. All right, so d over 9 is greater than 4. So we write our inequality. We multiply both sides by 9. Multiply by 9. These two cancel. Comes out to d is greater than 36. So I take the number. So to check your solution, you can check by substituting a number greater than 36. 36 won't work. So you'd have to do 37, for example. So actually, let's do a bigger number. 45. So if I put 45, that's greater than 36, in for 9 equals 4. 45 into here goes in 5 times. 5 ends up greater than 4. Check. We're on the right track. All right, pause that, give it a shot. Don't forget to check your solution. All right, so for now, we're not dividing by a negative, so we can treat this like an equal sign. So divide by 3, divide by 3. Y is greater than 7. Boom. For this one, we're going to multiply both sides by 3. Multiply by 3. These cancel. 3 times 6 is 18. Now, here's going to be interesting. Right now, you have 18 is less than or equal to p. So far, p is always, or the variable or whatever letter has always been on the left. So in order to get this totally right, you actually have to flip everything. So flip it all. I don't know, I made that up the top of my head. So I have to go p, flip this to the other direction, and 18 will be my totally correct answer. Otherwise, it's going to get confusing for whoever's grading it. And then to check it, I need to put a number in bigger than 18. So let's do a bigger number would be 21. Will 21 work? So if I go 6, and I take my original equation, put 21 in there over 3, that comes out to 7 is greater than or equal to 6. Check. Multiple choice. All right, so Martha works $9 per hour working for a fast food restaurant. Which inequality can be used to find how many hours she works per week to earn at least $243. So it needs to be bigger than $243. So we write the inequality to represent the real world problem. So we're going to use X to represent the number of hours worked. So the number of hours, or amount earned per hour, which was 9, times the number of hours, which we said was X, is at least, so that means it needs to be bigger than the number each week. So this is going to point this way. Oh, and equal to. So the answer is B from back here. So this answer is B. If you had picked C, which does not have an equal sign, you would have been wrong. Pause this, give it a shot. All right, so Ed works $6 per hour. $6 per hour at the library, which inequality can be used to find out how much to work to earn more than $100. So I think that sounds like it would be and equal to. So I'd have 6, looks like they used X instead of H, is bigger than or equal to $100. Oh, never mind. Earned more than $100. And on the last one is at least. So that was the difference there. So when it says to earn more than, means it can't equal 100. So it has to be more than. So 100 is not more than 100. So that's why I was wrong. All right, check your solution, then graph your solution on a number line. All right, so we first write our inequality. We multiply both sides by -5. And because we multiplied by a negative number, we reverse the symbol. Big key there. Don't mess that up. So check the results. So you can check it by replacing it with a number that is less than -35. So we'd have to put something else over here, probably like -40 is what I would use. All right, to graph that on the number line, we'd have to draw a line. We'd put a, looks like solid circle, and it would go to the left. All right, graph this one, check your solution, then graph it on the number line. So we write the inequality. We now divide both sides by a negative number. So negative number, reverse the symbol. And then you check your result. I need a number that's bigger than 3. When I check that, so when I check the result, I'd use like 4 or 5 or 6, put it back into the original equation. Graph the solution. Put a line down. Looks like a hollow circle. And up, because hollow is because there's no line under here. Hollow circle and above. All right, solve the inequality and check your solution, then graph the solution on a number line. Go. All right, so these are both negative ones, so we're going to have to worry about that. So I multiply by -3, multiply by -3, rewrite it with flipping the symbol, x. We're going to flip the symbol, it's going to be -18. So to graph that on a number line, I'd have -18. Since x is on the left, I can just go with whatever direction it's pointing. It's a hollow circle and a squiggly line going this way. It'll look like that. Pretty close. For the next one, I'm going to divide by a -5, divide by a -5. So rewrite this, flipping the symbol. Those cancel. So x, flip the symbol. Going to be a +8, because negative makes a +8. I'd make my number line. Here's a quick and cheap one with an 8. X is on the left. It is a solid circle, squiggly line to the right. And that's all she wrote. Woohoo! Under 10 minutes.